Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. We're going to talk about growth and income stocks here with Rob Plaza, our growth and income stock strategist at Zacks.com. You've written about a couple of doozies recently that we're going to talk about, and recognizable stocks, I might add. Phillips-Van Heusen being the first one that we're going to discuss. PVH, the ticker symbol, designer and maker of clothing.
Yeah, branded apparel, names like Calvin Klein, DKNY,
Right.
pretty popular names. They've been in the news lately. Last week, they announced that they were going to acquire Tommy Hilfiger.
I was going to say, soon to be marketing Tommy Hilfiger
Right,
brands.
that was a $3 billion deal. So that's a pretty big acquisition, but it's a well-known brand.
Mm-hmm.
And Phillips-Van Heusen also reported earnings on March 23rd.
Okay.
They came in ahead of the Zacks consensus estimate by 2 cents.
Easy for you to say.
And that was the sixth quarter in a row where they did beat consensus estimates by about 16% during that time. And as we can see, estimates are heading higher for 2011. They're up about 3% in the last 2 months. It's still too early to incorporate the estimates from the earnings that they just reported. So,
All right.
looking at what's happened in the last 2 months, 2011 is up 3%. 2012 is up 12% over that time. So things are looking pretty good. They did provide guidance for the rest of this year, and that was in line with expectations. So 2011 probably stay constant, but once Tommy Hilfiger comes in, it's gonna add to sales and it's gonna add to earnings. So
I was going to say more money in the bottom line there.
absolutely.
Yep.
And compared to its industry peers, Phillips-Van Heusen is about the same with profits and returns on capital, but it has a much leaner balance sheet than its industry peers.
And dividend?
Yes, pays a small one, 0.3%. So
That is small. And most of the stocks that you follow carry dividends, correct?
all the growth and income stocks we talk about do pay out a dividend.
All right, so I'll be known not to ask that question going forward here. Make a note, would you please? Cummins Incorporated is another one, CMI, the ticker symbol that you've written about recently. They're the engine folks.
Yes, the maker of diesel engines, specifically, they're more fuel efficient, they burn a little bit cleaner, and that's a really good place to be right now because most of the countries around the world are trying to be more environmentally sound, less emissions, so this plays into that. And
So diesel is greener?
Greener than the normal gasoline, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
So it meets that, and they also are more fuel efficient, so you can get more mileage per gallon. And actually, they're setting their sights pretty high. For 2010, they think they're going to have $11 billion in sales, and earn about $800 million in operating income. By 2014, they think they can double their revenue and triple operating income.
And that's based on what, that forecast?
That's their projections, and that's growth going not just in the United States, but around the world.
Yeah, I understand it's their projection, but did they say what they're basing that optimism on?
Growth in the emerging markets, opening up new opportunities.
Okay.
And based on those growing fuel-efficient demands.
Yeah, we'll be watching.
And as you can see, the estimates have been growing quite a bit. In the last 2 months, the Zacks consensus estimate for 2010 is up 25%, and then for 2011, it's up 20%. And they've beaten the last 3 quarters by an average of 48%. And compared to the industry, it's far superior on profit margins, ROE, and it has far less debt on the balance sheet than the industry peers. So,
all right. And a dividend here?
yes, it does. This one's a little bit better than
just
Phillips.
keep asking about it.
1.2%. So that's not too bad,
No.
given where interest rates are.
All right. Do you own either of these two?
No, I don't.
All right. If you want to check out more growth and income stock picks that Rob has written about recently, as well as stock picks in other investing categories, check out the homepage at Zacks.com. The upper right-hand corner is where we post 4 new stock pick ideas for you daily, one in each of the investing categories that we write about. With Rob Plaza, I'm Terry Ruffalo.